time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
Welcome to another watch along stream. This time with Blade 1998. And before we start, ta-da! We're on the road to 1K. Thanks, guys, for subscribing to this channel, and I hope a lot of you folks will continue to subscribe to my channel and the rest of the Cool Table Syndicate Network, the Executive Branch um, uh, projects in the near future. So we have Sin Havoc in the chat. Good morning, Blade Watch Along, and like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks, Sin. And before we start, make sure you get your players right. I don't know where Blade is showing in Netflix or HBO or Amazon, but I do have a streaming site that I watch the movies I'm watching. So let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Play. So Blade is a 1998 American superhero film directed by Stephen Norrington and written by David S. Goyer. The first installment of the Blade franchise with Blade, Stephen Dorff, Kristofferson, and Wright in supporting roles. Blade is a Dhampir, a human with and a human and vampire hybrid. The budget for this film was 45 million way back in 1998, and the box office is 131.2 million. Well, for that time, it's good. Since says, here we go. So let's align. Let's sync. Our timestamp is 1 minute 18 seconds. This is Blade's mother. Blade's mother was in Alien versus Predator. For all you movie buffs out there, Blade was created for comics by I think Marv Wolfman and Gene Colan. Yeah, those guys. This is a very realistic. It's a horror action flick. So you remember Tracy Lords, right? Yeah, this is they're in a slaughterhouse, and the guy with Tracy Lords is the guy who played Luca in the SWAT TV series in the mid 2000s. He was younger back then. So basically a rave. And the music is from New Order. Uh, I think the song is called Confusion. This is the rave mix of Confusion and Sin, Vampire Nation. The film is a mixture of gothic and modern uh, settings. And of course, Wesley Snipes plays Eric Brooks, aka Blade, the Daywalker. Stephen Dorff is Deacon Frost, an upstart vampire with great ambition. The late Kris Kristofferson as Abraham Whistler, Blade's mentor and father figure, plus weaponsmith. And Bushi Wright as Dr. Karen Jensen. Where did I see her? Uh, in the present, Donald Logie as Quinn. Yeah, another vampire. Udo Kier as Gitano Dragonetti, a vampire leader. Sounds Italian, right? Arlie Jover as Mercury. Tracy Lords as Rachel. Sana Latan as Vanessa Brooks, Blade's mother. Yeah. This is called the Bloodbath. They're partying and then sprinkling blood all over the place. David Goyer is really a dark writer, and the vampires expose themselves. Hate to say it, but guys, vampires are real. Where do you think all those blood sacrifices from ancient times got their start, right? And we have Sergeant Gertina. Good evening, Sarge. Good evening, good morning to you. Okay. Everybody is suddenly quiet with the appearance of a dark armored, body armored black guy in a trench coat. And as I said, hashtag Wesley Snipes Blade, you know, accept no substitute. This was released by New Line Cinema, right? New Line Cinema and Marvel Enterprises, plus the Amin Ra film. If you don't know, New Line Productions Inc. is a subs is owned by freaking WBD. So Blade 1998 was done by ha 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 DC. This is an action packed movie. It's a popcorn flick. Man, Donald Logue is still not that fat here in this movie. Sergeant Giratina said Blade Trinity was another victim of WB executive meddling. They wanted to make a comedy out of the third movie. Well, honestly, you get Ryan Reynolds and you get a comedy. That's fact and history. It's been done. I think Ryan Reynolds cannot do anything other than comedy. Man, Silver Stakes. Yeah. Sin said, Yo, Giratina. Yeah. He's speaking Transylvanian. Sergeant says, Hi, Sin Havoc. Would you ever like to join us on a panel someday? It's, I don't know, guys, confidential and counterintelligence. I don't know if we can get Sin Havoc in the panel someday, but we do like him supporting all our channels every now and then, right? And people are have no idea the regenerative power of the blood. In DC Comics, Brother Blood is a cultic, a religious figure from the country of Zambia, and he drinks blood and baits on the blood of his enemies. If you read Titans, yeah, it's there. Plus, he's seemingly immortal. Uh, Life is only like the process of succession, much like Lee Folk's The Phantom, the ghost who walks. The the mantle is passed from father to son, and it's going on for generations and generations. Yes. My next panel for Sunday morning here, Saturday evening in the States is Batman 1989 with Michael Keaton. It was a request from Daniel's Hot Topics. Oh man, Blade is here. Are you out of your damn mind? No one holds a candle uh, with Wesley Snipes acting as Blade. Mahershala, what's his name? Seems to be not uh, having his Blade reboot on the MCU. It's taking too long. Come April, I'll be resting myself for about half a month. Then I will restructure my watch alongs and shows. Well, except for Fate and Comics. I scheduled that stream carefully every month. Also, I'm enjoying Daredevil Born Again over at Disney Plus and any other streaming services out there in the net. They got the Blade character down very well. His transition from comics to movies is great. Too bad Blade was the first of the Midnight Suns to have his own live action movie. Then we have Morbius, who is actually it's a good movie in my taste. I think Sony not giving Marvel some of its characters is a good sign that Marvel doesn't have the monopoly. Disney doesn't have the monopoly. And I've listened to a podcast or from Thinking Critical that they now like Zack Snyder to continue his film series and have it over with. What a marouche. Of course, Superman L is a executive nightmare. Everyone wants to be. Uh, everyone join. would likes to join the mix in creating the movie. That's why Diaper Man will flop after flop after flop. Kristofferson plays Whistler, who looks like a redneck. Yeah, redneck something. Garlic is is a myth that it can stop vampires. You see the vampire bite smoking because of the garlic. Of course, this is a comic book movie. No matter how you see it, action type horror flick that reminds me of John Carpenter's Vampires with that guy. The vampire legend lives on, and Deacon Frost is one of them characters from the comics. Deacon Frost first appeared in The Tomb of Dracula, number 13, from 1973. Wow. Yeah, it's real. It works. It needs to be real. Sin Havoc is right. This was the time that Stephen Dorff looks very young. Yeah, it needs to be used as a potion. The garlic elements for a need to know for every vampire hunter wannabe. Yeah, in the Philippines, there's a resurgence of aswang stories. Man, really weird. The aswang has so many similarities with vampires. They're changeling. They sort of change from something to something. They eat, of course. They drink blood and human entails. Mikey Sutton, in his comic book Dreamwalker, presented some Filipino myths about those kind of stuff: aswangs, vampires. Hmm. Same as Trece. Those vampires usually come from old bloodlines. Yeah, they came from the old world. Bloodsuckers. Remember the Lost Boys? Yeah, one of uh, one of the best vampire stories out there. Although it's cheek and hip. I didn't like the Twilight series. Those are not real vampires. I mean, imagine the sparkling vampire that is Robert Pattinson. Our timestamp is where is it? Oops, made a mistake. I skipped a few. Here it is. Our timestamp: 24 minutes and 10 seconds in the movie. So, finish my breakfast. I had spaghetti for breakfast and probably lunch later. I forgot to eat dinner last night because I was angry with someone. His theology was BS. Blade, blade, blade. The character Blade made his first appearance as a supporting character in Tomb of Dracula number 10, July 1973, written by Marv Wolfman and art by Gene Colan. His first solo story coming in the black and white horror comics magazine Vampire Tales number 8, that's December 1974, and his first solo series in color, Blade the Vampire Hunter, being published from July 1994 to April 1995, uh, across 10 issues, written by Ian Edginton and Terry Cavana, with art by Doug Whitley. When New World Pictures bought the rights to Marvel Comics, they were set to make a Mexico set western starring Richard Roundtree, who would later portray Blade's father in Blade the series as Blade. Marvel Studios then started to develop in the film in early 1992 when rapper actor LL Cool J was interested in playing the lead role. Blade was eventually set up at New Line Cinema with David S. Goyer writing the script. When Goyer heard the film was in development, he went in to pitch director Ernest Dickerson. New Line originally wanted to do Blade as something that was almost a spoof before the writer convinced them otherwise. Goyer wanted to take the character seriously and pitch a trilogy a trilogy of movies, almost Wagnerian in scope, saying that I'm going to pitch you the Star Wars of black vampire films, wanting to demystify vampires and treat them as serious villains with a greater sense of realism instead of doomed romantic characters shown in Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire. Goyer's draft dr- uh, early early draft took a postmodern approach compared to the film From Dusk Till Dawn and Vampire in Brooklyn. Snipes stated that while such character isn't going to lend itself to a great deal of emotional depth, there's also some acting involved in creating the character and making him believable and palatable. Ah, popcorn flick. Man, we have Skywalker the Jedi in the chat. Yep, smash that like button. Thanks, Sky, for being in the chat. Just stop through to say what's up. Working on the next stream right now. Should be a lot of fun. Yep, we're looking forward to it. Sky. Hey, thanks for the salute, my guy, my man. Yeah, yeah. Subscribe to Skywalker's the channel. See the link posted by Sergeant Giratina. Yeah. Shout out to the cool table. Man, this is great. This is one movie that I really like. I watched this alone way back in the late 90s. There were at least four movie houses in the Santa Rosa Laguna area. Now there's only one, or I don't count the new movie houses uh, in the uptown version of our city. The cool table lives hashtag. Yeah, shout out. Cinematography says shout out to the cool table and the syndicate network and the colleagues plus the executive branch. Yep. Mikeyverse forever. Mikeyverse forever. So we have, I think, Zod has two versions of Bishop's It's Coming. Bishop has one version. I have a freaking heavy metal version of It's Coming. Yeah. Welcome to the world of AI, as Zod, Bishop, and I usually say. So, what kind of car does Blade drive? Is it a Camaro? It's one of those American power uh, automobiles. My uncle had this car from the states, the Cougar, and when he died here, he the family sold his car to a funeral parlor. I don't know what they did with it. It's a gas guzzler, that's why. Nice. Welcome to Blade. So let me introduce you like to the cool table like Bishop always does. We have Leon of the New Geeks, W. Necron, Austin, the cool Austin, and of course, Skywalker the Jedi. Everything was birthed with the Mikeyverse. I think Mikey would be proud that we continue this legacy. I miss the guy every day. Hey, Sin, I'm seeing ancient writings that Frost is doing. Man, vampires are everywhere. Let's check this out. And Bushi Wright is the films she'd had back then was what's this? Aside from Blade, Three Strikes, Sybil Brand, well, forgettable films. And of course, there's Tracy Lords. Everyone knows who Tracy Lords is. Mhm. I kid you not. Every nerd's imagination activated. Yep. Alright, timestamp 35 minutes. Whoa. If you're talking vampire, there's the South American version, Mexican version. That's why the Mesoamerican legend says that blood was spilled every time they do blood sacrifices. It was well made in the movie Apocalypto, but directed by Mel Gibson. Whoop. Be right back. Okay, just checked on my patient to see if she's okay. Good thing she sounds asleep. It's hard to play caregiver for my mother-in-law. My wife and I are really exhausted. The past what 2 months, 1 month, 1 month and a half. Blood bank owned by vampires. That's uh, that's redundant. Pastelas de frutas naturales. What what are they selling in that store? Yes, Sin. They are called familiars. Familiars are like pets for vampires, right? They serve the vampires during the day when they sleep. Familiars. In the movie, what movie was that? Fright Night. The vampire had a familiar. In the first movie has this werewolf or something. Okay. Okay, Sin, I'm gonna check my message right now. Probably background music for the very good. Nice late 90s hip hop. Oh yes. Familiars like Phil. He's a pet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. He's a pet. Fat Albert is a pet. Yeah, man. Come on. Also, did you see um, Zod Writer's tweets about the voice casting of One Punch Dan? It's so cool. Yeah, hashtag Sin was right. Hey, Brogu, familiar sounds like my kind of people after all. I am forever night. I am Brogu. Yeah, hi Brogu. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, we have Brogu in the chat. Japanese hip hop sounds like anime so much. The Jason Bourne franchise on the shopping block. Studios' worldwide fire sale has begun. Sin Havoc is right. Man, the fire sale is has started. Still waiting for ZSJL and the Snyderverse IP to be sold out to Netflix. I think it is inevitable. Oh man, I can't pronounce it right again. Inevitable. Yeah. Yep. They should have read the writings on the wall, especially the executives at WBC, WBD. Man, I mean, and yes, subscribe to Brogu's channel here in the link sent by Sergeant Ninja Khan. Music reminds me of Massive Attack or Portishead. The vampire symbols. This is the goal to make to make Deacon Frost a daywalker, a Dhampir. Another Dhampir movie is based on that video. What the hell? Blood Rain. Yeah, Blood Rain. Wait. Sergeant says, sure thing, Brogu. Our Julies will be joining the DA on his nightcap later tonight to talk about Snow Zegler. Snow Zegler. The Eighth Dwarf. Snow Zegler. Brogu says, we should make our own Blade movie. It's easy to make a vampire flick. Honestly, it's easy. So, which was first? Blade or The Matrix? Yep, horror movies are easy to make. That's why Peter Safran doesn't isn't that Isn't that creative? He just makes horror movies. Yeah, I think Blade was first from 1998. Blade was first, then The Matrix, then the X-Men. Those dark team heroes. Pearl is CGI creation. I remember Stephen Dorff played the fifth Beatle from the movie Backbeat. Why is it not here? Backbeat. He played Stuart Sutcliffe, the Beatle who died. Man, ultraviolet rays kills off vampires. When Blade appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine, man, that was a sight to see. Brogu. Yeah, my family somehow is doing well, and we're thinking about uh, having a backup internet connection. It's on the planning stage, but yeah, still cool. I'm busy doing some AI music, as as you can see. Zod and Bishop started the whole deal with Joden Music Inc. But we write our own songs, or if we want to do covers, slightly alter the lyrics. The AI recognizes copyright materials, copyrighted materials, which is weird, right? Who teaches the AI to do anything? We do. Hmm. Small girl who has martial arts prowess. Another vampire film that somehow flopped was Queen of the Damned, Anne Rice, uh, based on Anne Rice's book. Although I enjoyed watching the film for its metal goth music setting. One day, the AI is going to take over like Terminator. Did you know that K-pop, Korean pop music really sounds like AI? That's my observation. And Sinavok says Queen of the Dam was amazing. Yes, it was. With it's Aaliyah's final film appearance. So it was very good for my taste. I liked it much better than I enjoyed Interview with a Vampire. We did the watch along was it last year, 2 years ago? Sirius the Jaeger, the anime series from Netflix. Well, vampires and werewolves. And Brogu said, K-pop gets my little feet moving every time. Well, it definitely sounds like AI. If you want to check out my music videos, check out my channel. Although I label my songs as demo singles. Daredevil Born Again is not that bad. It's for me it's a great series. Episode 4, we get to see the Punisher, but I'm thinking of who killed the White Tiger. The actor who played the White Tiger is actually just recently died. So one of the reasons probably that he was killed off in the series. Brogu says, I'm enjoying Daredevil as well. I think the action is going to pick up. Well, it is. This is what I felt with Daredevil season 1. But, one of those corrupt cops did it. It is happening in real life. That's why Marvel decided to kill off Frank Castle in the comics and replace him with this generic shield agent. Didn't work. Sergeant Giratina says the actor who played the White Tiger was Raul Menendez from Call of Duty Black Ops. Was that a movie? Did Muse kill the White Tiger? Actually, they probably are setting up the White Tiger for being female. Remember the Ultimate Spider-Man animated series where they got a female White Tiger with Spidey and the rest. Although the first time I saw the White Tiger was from the black and white magazines Master of Kung Fu from Marvel way back in the 70s. I also have this old black and white Master of Kung Fu magazine with Shang-Chi versus Iron Fist. Yeah, that was cool to read. Although my mom burned my comics when I was a kid. That's why I have issues. Blade's bloodthirst is still similar to a vampire. That's why Whistler developed the serum. Are there any other shows that you're enjoying? Right now, Reacher and Tracker, and some stuff that I'm uh, back watching if I find the mood. We have Sean Franklin in the chat. Hi, Sean. What's up? Yeah, Reacher, although season 3 feels a letdown compared to seasons 1 and 2. Yeah. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the watch along. Our timestamp is 59 minutes and 27 seconds. Whistler is telling the tale of what happened to his family. I think he forgot that he has another daughter that eventually appeared in Blade Trinity. Sean Franklin says, "Did you know Blade 2000 on PS1, Blade 2 2002 on PS2 video game?" Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played any Blade video game. Although I did play Ghost Rider in PS2 back in the day. Sinavoc says Whistler says two daughters. Yes, he did. He said he had a wife and two daughters. But by saying that, his daughters were also killed, right? Where did Lady Whistler from Blade Trinity came from? Ha! We'll we'll find a way to schedule another watch along for that in the future. I'm still gonna start with Batman 89, probably in 2 days, barring something tragic, or if I get a sudden schedule shift, I have to cancel something. Sinavok says he assumed that his daughters were dead. Ah, yes. Any guy can make the mistake, that kind of mistake. Sean Franklin says Wesley Snipes is the best Blade. Yep, he is the best Blade. Who played Blade in the TV series? I forgot his name. I need to finish that series. Brogu says there's only one blade, and there will be only one blade. Marshall is so busy. Could have been cool, right? So can a vampire survive sunlight with suntan lotion, sunblock? Odukier, Gitano Dragonetti is about to die. Uh, Timestamp 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 41 seconds. Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying the watch along. The copyright strikes are really pesky. I was reviewing my earlier watch alongs. Okay, noise is ended. Brogu says, I remember one of the first animes I ever saw was Vampire Hunter D. That anime got me into other anime series. The anime movie that got me back into anime was Ninja Scroll, plus the series uh, Getter Robo Armageddon. Sean says sticky fingers. Sorry, guys. Anyway, coughing. Cancer. So, Wesker is has cancer. I think his cancer went into remission when Frost made him a vampire. I really got into all the Gundam series as well. I haven't finished the first Gundam series, honestly. I like Gundam Double Zero. I like Gundam Wing. I like Gundam X, and all those Gundams. A lot of Gundams. We even have a Gundam figure somewhere in the living room. Did you watch the Blade animated series in well before it was on Netflix? That was good. Written by what's his face? Marvel anime uh Blade. It was a miniseries from Marvel. No, I haven't seen it. Need to check it out. Yeah, you should watch it. Best of both worlds. All the strength, none of the vampire weakness. So, where is it? The writer for Blade was Kenta Fukasaku. Yeah, Japanese writer. So now his Deacon Frost is talking about natural selection and stuff. Sunblock is melting. Yes, thanks, Brogu. Everyone hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Yeah, thank you, Brogu, for doing this kind of stuff. You're nothing to me but another dead vampire. Blade is firing in the crowd. Man, what the hell? Man. So the defect of hemoglobin in vampire blood is the cause for them wanting more blood. Blade is a born vampire, half blood, half human, half vampire, half human. He's like the old blood, the OG vampires. Uh oh. Man, this is quite good if you're following the film at 1 hour 14 minutes and 5 seconds. That's a timestamp. Blades' HQ is a warehouse, and now Frost just invaded Blade's territory. Man, vampire thugs in black. Sin Havoc says Blade's a hybrid. All the strengths, benefits, none of the weakness, only the thirst. Yep. Familiar. Whoa. They tattooed their familiars with a symbol from the house of. Uh, Gotta go. Enjoy the rest of the movie, everyone, and enjoy your weekend. And always remember, I am Forever Night. I am Brogu. Good night, guys. Good night, Brogu. Good night, everyone. Good night, Brogu. Thanks for joining the stream. And I hope you enjoy the weekend. Yep, that's right, Sergeant. The thirst is real. Frost took her. So later on during the day, Sky will have his uh, another stream. The blood of a daywalker. Sinavok says glyphs is a shortened word for hieroglyphs. Yep, I know. Symbols found in pyramids and other places. Blade's gun is modified. Looks realistic enough. Still Ragneck till the end. Oh, he did kill himself. He melts his own bullets. Silver bullets. I wonder what the source of the silver. Uh, I wonder where he got the silver bullets. The silver from for making the bullets. They made Blade really serious. Blade started all this vampire hunter action films, or was who was first, Blade or vampires from John Carpenter? Although Blade is your vampire hunter ninja for all intent and purposes. Oops, someone just arrived at home. Man, man. Blade was Blade 1998 was set in the States. Blade 2 was set somewhere in Europe. Sexually transmitted disease, that's vampirism for you. Deacon Frost is not pure blood. He's just an ambitious prick that wants to be the leader of the vampire nation. In the Avengers comic way back during COVID, or was it before COVID hit? Dracula was one of the villains that the Avengers face, and Blade became a member of the Avengers. And I think it was last year that Blade became the enemy of the Avengers. One guy on foot, turns out he's riding a motorcycle. Man, they're in panic mode. Wesley Snipes' martial arts move is still the same as what he did in Demolition Man. I think the guy knows how to really do martial arts. The CGI is still dated during this time. It's not it's not as flawless as it was in the early 2000s. It's like it's different. The worst CGI effect I saw was in The Mummy Returns with the Scorpion King. That was the worst looking CGI ever. And now Blade saw his mom. Sinhavoc says Wesley Snipes is a martial artist. I think he's a black belt. Yeah, his moves really show it. I think a lot of actors are black belts. Um, Tom Hardy, I think, is also a martial artist, right? Damn. So it was Deacon Frost who bit uh, Blade's mom and turned her into a vampire. No, no, freaking Frost. Would have been cool if there was a crossover early on during the early 2000s for Blade and other vampire characters, but I think Disney wants a monopoly. A lot of comic book nerds think that Netflix can't buy DC. I wonder why. I think they're still waiting for the Marvel versus DC cinematic universe to happen. The structure looks ancient. The symbols, the glyphs, the statue looks like Dagon. The Temple of Eternal Night. It's because it is. Yeah. I think Dagon is the the false god of the vampires. At least 13,000 years. Yeah, 13,000 years ago. Time is still it's weird, right? With the discovery of the Tepe. With the discovery of Göbekli Tepe, I mean, it's weird. They buried the entire structure as a whole. What was that? That was the old world. Yeah. And suddenly, StreamYard is not bugging me. Oops. I better watch it. Knock on wood. No jinxing this time. We had the internet provider check the connections yesterday, so you know. Sinavok says the WEF close up Gobekli Tepe. Why? What are they hiding? Man, are this is the WF still functioning? Bunch of elitist freaks. 120 years at least? Whoa, that long? Yeah, that's why it's just discovered a few years or recently, right? Came up. A ghoul. He's a ghoul, but still a vampire. It's weird. It was discovered back in World War II and it was locked up. Uh huh. Uh huh. Whoa. Whoa. And the recent revelation of that site is a sign of something, right? They get dibs on something, right? That's the only way that, oh man, they're gonna drain Blade of his blood. What was the item? Says Giratina. Old world stuff before the Great Flood. We'll be back. Okay. The vampire elders are being herded to the sacrificial circle. Man, his blood is being uh, drained. One vampire elder pairs glyph symbol. Okay. My wife seems to be angry with her mother. She's getting exhausted from doing caregiving stuff. And we're at 1 hour and 40 minutes, 53 seconds with the film. Okay. Doctor, man, sorry about that. Dr. Jensen just offered her blood to Blade. Blade doesn't turn his bite victims into vampires. He just does not, because he's different. All right, where are we? In order to replenish your blood, uh, drink liquid. When I donate blood before, I usually drink beer after donating, getting my blood. Shit. Blade almost drank all the blood from Dr. Benson. Jensen, Dr. Jensen. It- yeah, this is the part where the elders are being, whoa, Blade is going to kill his mother. The VFX is still not that streamlined, or it looks dated. This is I must release you. And he killed his mother. It looks like animation. But during 1998, this VFX was okay, I guess. Ross's eyes became transforms into to red. Yeah, I know. Family life. It happens. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, look at that. Superhero landing. And that's it. Man, that was the quickest kill ever. Quinn just died. Again with the rave music. Hmm. Yep, me too, man. This is a 9 over 10 movie for me. I'm still in timestamp for me is 1 hour 48 minutes and 10 seconds. The fight between Blade and the vampires. Music reminds me of techno stuff. Hey, it is a classic movie. It is a classic movie. And David Goyer did a wonderful job in writing the film. Vampire Mace. Boom. That was, hey, Sergeant. Good night, man. Thank you for joining. I'm still watching the movie. It's still not over. And somehow Blade saw his sword. I think his sword is Korean or Chinese. I can't tell. Now Deacon has a katana. Cinematography says reminds me of the first Mortal Kombat movie back in 1995. Yeah, that movie was one of those popcorn flick, and it was a good movie back then. I think that was Robin Shu's first American film. Oh, it's a Japanese sword. That's cool. Frost can't die. His body is regenerating rapidly. This franchise is good except for the last one. The Blade Trinity was a misfire, even if it did have some new characters on it, like Hannibal's. Uh, man, the guy who played Deadpool, and of course Triple H. His sword automatically expands, and yeah, like a shuriken, he threw the serum at Frost. If you're talking about arch enemy for Blade, it's Deacon Frost. And even with all that enhancement, Deacon Frost is defeated. Blood splatter. Whoa, that was great. That was great, man. our timestamp 1 hour 52 minutes 58 seconds. This movie doesn't have a post credit scene, but it does have a scene before the credits.
Daddy, nag-usap ka pa ba? Lalabas kami ni...
So the scene is Moscow. This is directly connected to the second Blade film. This is the time that Blade is in Europe, specifically Russia. Right? And I think they reproduce this scene. Freaking vampire. And catch you at the bad time. Oh, Tobarish. That's it. Nice film. Nice film. As Sin Havoc says, we rate this film as 9/10. Yeah. So remember, guys, like, subscribe, and share this channel. Thank you for joining me in this wild ride with Blade. Okay, we'll have our next watch along this coming uh, Sunday morning, my time, Saturday night in the US, barring some unforeseen incident. Yes, thanks, Sin, for joining. A great film, a fun stream. Sell is the only way. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Empty promises and it's not working because Gunny wants some sort of humor. It's working, pretending like he's not an amateur, but really all his work he does is silly. Gunny blue, Gunny blue, Gunny blue. Woo! It's flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they came to Scooby-Doo, because flop after flop, that's all you ever do. It's a bad legacy that you're leaving behind. You never listen to the people, you just do what's on your mind. You're an overgrown child who needs to be stopped. After Guardians, what do Guardians? What happened to your career? Oh, yeah, it flopped. Gunny poo, Gunny poo, Gunny poo. Woo! It's flop after flop, that's all you ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo, because flop after flop, that's all you ever do. You're not funny, damn son, you like to lose money. Only one thing would be worse, if you had your hand in the Snyderverse. Gunny poo, Gunny poo, Gunny poo. Whoa! It's flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo, because flop after ever do. It's gunny poo, gunny poo, gunny poo. Whoa! Flop after flop is all you ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo, because flop after flop is all you ever do. It's a bad legacy that you're leaving behind. You never listen to the people, you just do what's on your mind. You're an overgrown child who needs to be stopped. After Guardians, what happened to your career? Oh yeah, it flopped. What happened to your career? It's a bad legacy that you're leaving behind. You never listen to the people, you just do what's on your mind. You're an overgrown child who needs to be stopped. After Guardians, after Guardians, what happened to your career? Oh yeah, it flopped. Oh yeah, it flopped. It flopped career. Oh, you're not funny. Damn son, you like to lose money. Only one thing would be worse, if you had your hand in the Snyderverse. Gunny poo, gunny poo, gunny poo. It's flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo, because flop after flop is all you ever do. Oh, you're not funny. Damn son, you like to lose money. Only one thing would be worse, if you had your hand in the Snyderverse. Boo, gunny poo, gunny poo.